Hey, this is Jessica from GoodEnoughandStuff.com. Let's make some brownies. It's Christmas time. I got this recipe many years ago from my sister Amanda, and it's been amazing. I've made it so many times. So thank you, Amanda. Let's make some brownies.
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Start off with 4 cups of sugar and 4 sticks of melted butter and mix. Add 8 eggs. Whoops, I dropped a piece of shell. The easiest way to get it out is just use the eggshell itself. Got it. Pour in 4 teaspoons of vanilla and beat for 2 minutes. This is what it looks like after 30 seconds of mixing, and this is after another minute and a half. It's a lot lighter in color, it's fluffier. This will give your brownies that classic glossy top. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of flour first, then 1 1/3 cup of baking cocoa. I usually buy whatever is cheaper and I don't care about brands, but in this case I always use Hershey's baking cocoa. I've tried a lot of other brands and cheaper store brands and it's never quite the same. This isn't sponsored, just totally the truth. Anytime I make cookies, cakes, brownies, or anything like that, this is what I prefer to use. Before we mix the dry ingredients, we still have to dump in 1 teaspoon of baking powder and kind of make sure there's no clumps, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. I don't sift my dry ingredients because I don't like the extra step, but also I go through my baking supplies pretty quickly and I keep everything in airtight containers, so it doesn't seem to get clumpy, but sifting is an option. But as long as you don't get a chunk of like straight baking powder, it'll be fine. A clump of flour or baking cocoa won't really taste like much and it won't ruin it. Mix everything until it just comes together. I added about 2 cups of chocolate chips this time because they were like presents for teachers and other people at school, and I wanted them to be like extra decadent, but they don't really need them. My kids actually prefer them without chocolate chips. I lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper so I can lift everything out of the pan when it's done, and I had a little helper hold the paper down and crease the corners so it would stay. Fill the pan evenly and then bake about 25 minutes. This gives me like a really smushy, fudgy brownie, but you can do like another 5 minutes if you want something that's a little bit more baked. This is just something you have to like really play around with for what you like and what you prefer. Some people like really almost not even baked brownies, and some people like really firm, super fluffy baked brownies, so just see how your oven bakes and then do it that way. My little guy wanted to make a little batch of his own and make shapes, so I sprayed some silicone molds and kind of filled them with batter. They didn't really come out very well, but I think it was because I didn't wait for them to totally cool off, because he just wanted to eat them, and so did I. I probably could have just like stuck them in the freezer once they were done baking and waited for them to be frozen, and then they probably would have popped out just fine. But oh well. We still had fun, and it was fun trying them, and we were happy. When your brownies are done, pull them out and add some colorful sugar for the holidays while they're still warm. I like the sugar way more than the sprinkles because sprinkles are like often really unpleasant to eat. The sugar adds a cute little festive color, but doesn't really change the texture of the treat very much, and you just have like a pleasant, crispy sweetness on the top, and it just looks like glitter. Let the brownies cool completely before cutting. Because these are for presents, I grabbed these plates to put the brownies on. It's well known that I'm terrible at cutting straight lines and even sections, but who cares about what size or shape your brownie is as long as you get to eat it, right? Throw the brownies on some pretty plates and share them with your friends and neighbors. It's a great way to get to know someone, to start a conversation, and to spread some goodwill around you. And enjoy!
Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. These brownies are really good, and you can make them ahead of time and then throw them in the freezer and then just let them thaw on the counter, or you can just eat some frozen chewy treats and they're really good like that too. You can check out my website GoodEnoughandStuff.com for more tutorials and recipes, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Take your time, fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you to soothe away the blues in your eyes.
tickling me.
In your